Hey everyone, welcome back to Mr. Holland's classroom, where today we're going to be working on lesson 78 of UFLI, where we're going to be talking about the or spelling. Now, it's not going to be too hard because they both make the same sound, but are you guys ready to do this?
Yeah!
Alright, so as always, we're going to start with our phonemic awareness, where we're going to blend. So I'm going to give you the sounds, you put them together. Or good. Or sh or t.
Or short.
St or
Store.
Okay, I need everyone to do this. All right, now we're going to do segmenting. So I'll say the word, you repeat it, and then break it apart. So say born.
Born.
B or n. Cord.
Cord. Cord.
Chore.
Chore. Or.
No, there's just two sounds. Ch or. We'll talk about that in a second. All right, and the last one, dorm.
Dorm.
D or m. Okay, good. Now we're moving on to our visual drills. So tell me, what does this say? What does this say? What does this say?
Yeah.
Or I or E. Very good. J. G or J. Ed or T or D. Okay, there's if it only says ed if it's after a D or a T, but everything else is either D or T. Okay, what about this? Or S. What about this? A or A, I or I, O or A, E or E, oo or oh yeah, this one says U or oo or Okay, good. What is this? Or sh. Okay, good. Moving on to auditory. So, what spelling pattern says R? AR. Good. What spelling pattern says E? E or Y? Very good. I'm not doing all of them, by the way. I'm just kind of picking and choosing. Which one says ch? CH? TCH. What says C or SS? Like the double S rule. One more. What says J? G, J, D, G, E. Very good. Moving on. Blending drill. So, let me get my blending board out, and we're going to simply read off what we've got here. So, first word is my. What about? These are like high frequency words, actually. What about this?
B.
And what about? Really, they don't have that one up there? All right, I'm gonna have to audible this one. So what about? I can't do that. Where did that go? There we go. What did I say? Buy, be, bet. There we go. Bet. What about? Bit. What about?
Bite.
What about?
Bite.
Bide. Good. Bide. What about?
Bid.
Bid. What about?
Bind.
Bind. We didn't go over this lesson, but the ND afterwards makes the I say I. It's very interesting. All right. What about same thing with this? Blind. Blind. How about? Blend. How about?
Blend.
What about? Bends. What about? Bands. What about? Hands. What about? How about? Ooh, the ND makes the I say I. Hind. What about? Mind. What about? Mild. LD also does the same thing. And then last but not least, what about? Mold. Very good. Okay. Now that means we get to move on to our last part where we are going to talk about OR and ORE. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. So, R, as we talked about with, if you watched our ER lesson that's an ER, IR, UR can say, this is how they started it out. R says what? R says, like red. What about AR? R. We did talk about that. Or is like orange. OR is like orange. It comes in the middle. We did talk about this a little bit earlier, so we're kind of connecting this. In the middle, like fork and corn. It could be at the beginning. We talked about with like orange or orb. But this also could be at the end, like our words, like for. It's one of our sight words because you're looking at it, or a heart word, I should say, because you're looking at it, it's like, wait, it should be far. But that's what makes it a heart word. You need to know it by heart. So anyway, moving on to ORE, we did talk about this. We find this mostly at the end, like more and store. We did find it in the middle of something, of the word board, but it was because the ED ending at the end. So it wasn't for that reason. So that was very interesting. But anyway, or and or. Isn't that fun? They're both the same sound, just different spelling pattern. So we're not going to write. Watch me read sport, and important. Important. Now let's read together. Form. Oh, someone said from. Or form. Corn. North. More. Force. Story. Morning. Before. But Mr. Hahn, that's not in the beginning of the word. It's in the beginning or in the middle of a syllable. Morning. That's the inflectional ending. Ing we've already talked about. And now we're all done. So give yourselves a round of applause, pat on the back, kisses on your brain, and we'll see you next time. Bye everyone.